Hey everybody, and welcome to a spontaneous toy review here at Toy Wizards. That's toy-wizards.com. And today we have the master of disguise, Zartan himself.
If anyone can stop Joe, it's Zartan.
Evil master of disguises, Zartan. There's no end to his surprises, Zartan. Zartan has an evil plan just for G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe, a real American hero, fighting a fiendish new foe.
Your plan is not working, Zartan.
Wrong, Commander. Watch.
Follow the further adventures of G.I. Joe and Marvel Comics.
Oh man, Zartan is one of my most favorite G.I. Joes. From the moment I saw him in G.I. Joe 2, The Revenge of Cobra, and that's what it was called on the scripts. I have them. I know what it is. I even have Arthur Burghart's signed pay slips from Revenge of Cobra 2. So G.I. Joe 2, Revenge of Cobra. There we go. Zartan. Oh man, this looks to be probably one of the best figures we're going to get for 2021. Unless those movie figures that they've been holding are fantastic, which we don't know yet because they've been keeping that secret. Hush, hush. I'm going to go ahead and open this guy up. I have to open him up. I've been dying to open him up. Great artwork. He has green Zartan-ish things here. And again, I'm just going to try to re-stuff up. Death. No something. No lighters. He is an infiltrator and a master of disguise, which we knew he was a master of disguise. I wonder what the no lighter thing's about. Man. Notable about this figure is his face mask. That's a nice throwback to the original figure who had a little face mask. You can suddenly make him in disguise. Now with this new figure, you can easily do more play where you just take another figure, swap heads, whatever you want to do. It's Zartan. I am excited. And a reminder, please open your boxes from the bottom of the box. One piece of tape cut. It makes this whole thing much easier to get out. That's a public service announcement. Notable about the new Wave 3 figures, they get less stuff than we were getting with Wave 1. That's just one of those things that's happening. It's going down the line. I forgot to mention. The back has a Dreadnought symbol. And it's a new Dreadnought symbol, too. That's actually rather interesting. This is brand new art for Dreadnoughts. So, hey, that's pretty nice. Zartan is the leader of the Dreadnoughts. And I finally get to open my Dreadnought Zartan figure. Come on out, buddy. Let you breathe a little bit. Welcome to the world. Wow. So he's got a second belt around his waist for a knife holder, which is kind of neat. He does have a peg in the very back for putting stuff up. Shoulder pads come up and lift. Nice. Oh man. The color stuff on this is nice. He does not change colors. I know GameStop kept up that info, and that's old info, and they just put it up there, and they never took it down. It's still on right now. It's like, color change Zartan. It was brought up in the media roundtable discussion, like, were we going to have Zartan color change? And they're like, no, we thought about it, but plastics really just don't match up to what we want to do. We might see one in the future as a special edition, which I would totally like, or maybe just a plain blue one. That's a little bit different than the Viper one. Yeah, so he does have a different scarf than the Viper. That's neat. His chest gear is soft, so there is a way you could probably pop his arms off, his head off, and then take that off, and then he's just, going barrel-chested out around the world. I love that we still get his upper thigh upper thigh guards. The shoulder guards have those tiny little louver type thing that the original figures had. I love these arms so much. I did go through a couple Zartans as a kid, and I eventually gave these arms to my Snake Eyes figure because I broke both of his thumbs. The original Snake Eyes figure broke a lot of thumbs. People say, oh, these figures don't hold up like they used to. Like, no, our figures fell apart a lot. We do have a smooth-headed Zartan. This is in kind of reference to the movie. The very first movie, Zartan was, very smooth-headed, played by the same guy that was the Mummy. Yeah, and the Mummy and the Mummy 2 with Brendan Fraser. I hope they bring back Brendan Fraser as a G.I. Joe, because he was Sergeant Stone. Good to know. This hood looks like it could be placed on other figures. There's Zartan in disguise. Done and done. He's a master of disguise. Master of disguise. This is great. Boop. Now it's just regular Duke. You can, it's good that you can do that. When we would take his mask off, it left him with a mohawk because this rubber hood, no matter what you did, you couldn't ever get it all off and he would end up with the mohawk, which was interesting because later when we got Ninja Force, there was Zartan with the giant mohawk. Also Zartan from Cold Slither. There's still five versions of Zartan we can do easily. Gear-wise, let's take a look at his gear. He gets a retro backpack and a mask, which is pretty cool. I saw some people literally taking old Joes and tearing their heads off to make masks for Zartan. Yeah. All right. This should open up and fall apart. I dropped it. It's gone. The mask will fit in the back of the backpack like that. Ooh, very nice. It is very cool. The backpack, does it stick into his back? It does, and it fits all right. Yeah, that's not bad. It works. I'm actually pretty happy with that. Will we get a deluxe Zartan with a swamp skier? That's what people want to know. Hasbro? I would say yes at some point. Why not? Like we got that deluxe Baroness. I'm surprised Zartan wasn't a deluxe figure. We'll see. I like getting those deluxe figures. I like the whole idea of a figure with a vehicle. I know that going forward, vehicles are going to be smaller. That's just how things go. All right. So the knife has a hole in the handle, and we get a couple accessories. And one of them is a monkey's paw. And a monkey's paw will fit in there, in that little knife holder. And then that can go, does it fit? No. Hasbro, Hasbro, Hasbro. That's what it's supposed to do, is fit in there. It's not doing it. Yeah. Nope. Not at all. It's stuck. Oh, I got it to work, but it was dangerous there. So those accessories can go onto that little bit. I like it. That's nice. There's also like a lucky chicken's foot. Is it chicken's foot lucky, or is it just weird dim sum? I don't know. Gun is also a reference to his old gun. This is no Nerf gun. This actually does look like his old laser pistol, which all the Dreadnoks had in that very first episode of Cobra 2, or G.I. Joe 2, Cobra, The Revenge of Cobra. I will get that right eventually. I love the hood. I love how it fits on there pretty easily. It does have the little thing in the back. I know in the cartoon, everyone's like, I thought that was his hair. And that's just where, animators in Asia saw that on his head and they didn't understand it was a hood, and so they would sometimes animate it like hair, thinking that was his hair. It was a hood from the original figure to the new figure. It's like little kid Destro. Want to see me go disguise and fool people? Yeah, what do we do for Halloween? Nothing. I hate Halloween. I stay at home. I don't even give out candy. Man, this is cool. This falls off really easy. I would go put that somewhere safe. I do like having the knife on the back. That's nice. It doesn't come off though, which is kind of lame. I would have liked to have put that belt on another figure. Pulling on it right now, I think it's just stuck on there. I bet you that's mail. Let's see what I got in the mail. Special delivery from Target. And it's Sunday, which is kind of weird. I know some of you are watching this video on like a different day and you're like, how is it Sunday? I record a lot of videos ahead of time. So not only are we doing a Zartan review, but we're doing an action figure live. Ba-ba-ba. I've got the death metal Batman, and they put a barcode right across the top of the package and a dent in the box. Man, thank you, Target. That's awesome. I really wanted a dented, stickered, beat up box for Batman. Maybe we'll do a review on that. That's why I bought it. Back to Zartan. If you read the comic books, which I do, I'm big into the comic books. I worship the Larry Hamaverse. Absolutely. Zartan was the assassin that killed Hardmaster trying to kill Snake Eyes, which is interesting. If you have the articulated Icons ninjas like that, some of them come with a bow. The deluxe ones, I believe. So let's go ahead and put that bow in Zartan's hand, because he does kill people with the bow. He killed Hardmaster, and in the comic books, he even killed Serpentor. Yeah, Serpentor took an arrow to the eye. So, yeah. It has a quiver of arrows, but I don't know how I can get that on this figure without a lot of work. Let's see if that does not fit in here. The pegs are different sizes for that. So you're really gonna have to try to get this like over and under an arm to kind of make it work. It's gonna be a little more hard. But yeah, you can do it like that. There you go. Now there's some extra accessories for your Zartan if you gotta kill a Ninja Master. That's how that works. That's great. And an arrow. He has an arrow ready to go. And that's the arrow that kills Hardmaster. G.I. Joe comics. Read them. There's lots of trade paperbacks. You don't have to spend the money on the individual issues because they've gone crazy up high in cost. Get those trade paperbacks from IDW for some reason. Marvel lets IDW do a lot of its reprints on stuff, and G.I. Joe is one of those that it does. This is a absolutely superb Zartan figure. It is my favorite G.I. Joe figure of 2021 right now. I still haven't even gotten Flint and Lady J, but Zartan's already like won me over compared to them. I know. I haven't even looked at them. I love Flint and Lady J, and I know we have Major Blood and Barbecue coming. Hasbro has not officially said that, but on the back here is, no, not on this one. Interesting. On the back of some of these boxes, Major Blood's already on there. It's not on my Zartan box. I know they're coming out. I asked the question at the round table, and they're like, we cannot talk about stuff that we haven't announced yet. I may be exaggerating the blink, like maybe he just blinked, but I took it like that. Yeah, I took it like, we know what you're up to. Major Blood, Barbecue, Firefly, Viper, Zartan, Cobra Infantry. We have a lot of figures for Wave 3. Hopefully we'll also get our G.I. Joe movie figures at the end of the year. It's a great time to be a G.I. Joe fan, people. A great time to be a G.I. Joe fan. Thank you so much, Hasbro, for giving me an absolute master Zartan figure. This, if you notice, it's so toned down over the original Operation Blackout figures. But even Duke's not a bad Operation Blackout figure. And the new one, they just kind of painted those black. I haven't got mine yet. I ordered them, but I haven't got them. So good. Well, Zartan, please try not to kill me in my sleep. No promises. Zartan, We will also get Dreadnoks. I know they haven't announced them. We're not going to get them this year, but it is in the planning works. This says Dreadnoks. Why do you think it says Dreadnoks? It doesn't say Zartan. It says Dreadnoks. Zartan is the leader of the Dreadnoks, and we will get Dreadnoks. That's going to be nice. Man, now if we just had a bike for Zartan. I know what you're thinking. Zartan needs a bike. I'm going to grab that Punisher bike. No. There is a Undertaker bike for the wrestling line. That's a chopper. It's the only way to ride. You can also put the quiver into one of the holes in the backpack along with the cobra head and the monkey paw. Yeah. So nice. This is so nice. Remember, everybody, subscribe, like, follow. Find us on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. You're watching us now on YouTube, I hope. All that great stuff, and we will keep bringing you such great videos. Yo, Joe. See you later.
He's an evil master of disguise. Zartan changes color right before you ride. Zartan.
Introducing Zartan. Zartan changes color in sunlight.
There's Zartan! He's escaping in the chameleon! Let's go get him! Yo, Joe!
But Zartan has a disguise.
Where's Zartan?
I don't know any Zartan.
Zartan changes color in sunlight, and Zartan comes with the chameleon. Other figures and equipment each sold separately from Hasbro.